Pep Guardiola v Antonio Conte, a tactical showdown of brooder against extrovert. Chelsea's balanced side have momentum from 7 league wins in a row as they visit Manchester City, who boast natural width, pace and aggression. Pep Guardiola and Antonio Conte. Pep Guardiola's side should offer Antonio Conte's wing-back pairing of Marcos Alonso and Victor Moses their sternest test of the season so far. Composite, EPA, Chelsea FC via Getty Images. Jonathan's. It would, perhaps, be the defining irony of Arsène Wenger's uneasy relationship with Chelsea if it turns out that when he finally devised a way of beating them it provoked a tactical shift that won the Blues the title. Since Chelsea switched to a back three when 3-0 down at halftime at the Emirates, they have conceded only once, winning 7 Premier League games in a row. They passed one major test by coming from behind to beat Tottenham last week, but on Saturday represents an even more severe examination as they go to Manchester City. Sergio Aguero and Manchester City fight back to see off Burnley. Read more. Pep Guardiola against Antonio Conte, the intense brooder against the manic extrovert, two men obsessed by tactics. Conte spends up to an hour a day, working with his players on shape. Guardiola is a perpetual tinkerer, forever adjusting positions on the pitch, looking for the best disposition to expose the opposition's weakness. And, implausible as it may have seemed in the first month of the season, it feels as though it is City who need to adjust, that Chelsea have a balanced formation, confidence and momentum, and that it is up to Guardiola to disrupt it. Guardiola's instinct is always, as he often says, to be bold. He is not someone who naturally looks to contain or frustrate. He will take the game to Chelsea, not just because City are at home, but because that is how he believes football should be played. Chelsea's 2 worst performances of the season, at home to Liverpool and away at Arsenal, came against opponents who pressed them early and attacked with pace. City naturally do that. It is true the Liverpool and Arsenal matches came before the shift to the back three, but Tottenham showed in the first half last Saturday that Chelsea can be rattled, as most teams can, by a hard and high press. The advantage City have over Spurs, particularly when it comes to facing Chelsea, is they have natural attacking wide men. Raheem Sterling went off during the second half against Burnley, but should be fit to take his place on one flank with either Nolito or Leroy Sane on the other. Whether it is Sterling on the right and Nolito on the left, or Sterling on the left and Sane on the right, City have pace and aggression that can attack any space behind the wing-backs. Marcos Alonso and, particularly, Victor Moses have excelled in those roles in recent weeks, but neither has faced a defensive test of this magnitude. And if Chelsea's wing-backs are defending, or at least looking anxiously over their shoulders, then they will be less able to link up with Pedro and Eden Hazard in the inside forward positions.